Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we will be playing Mighty Gunvolt Burst. This is a game I've already played through twice, as you can see from my save files. Put up a vote to see which character everybody wanted me to play, and the vote was for Gunvolt. So, which he works out better for a stream anyhow, because it requires a lot less customization. So we'll spend a lot less time in the menus. In the near future, a new type of supernatural septimal power has emerged. A massive conglomerate known as the Sumeraki Group set out to bring all adepts, those who possess these powers, under their control. But their ambitions were thwarted by Gunvolt, a young man with the septimal power of lightning. After his battles with Sumeragi, Gunvolt rested at home where he could heal his body and mind alongside Jewel, an adept girl known as the Muse, who now resides within Gunvolt and exists only in spirit form. However, a new source of turmoil for adepts has arrived on the scene. While out on a mission one day, Gunvolt witnessed a strange glimmer. He had a bad feeling about this, but it was already too late. The world around him was suddenly engulfed in a dazzling light. As his eyes began to adjust and he got a feel for his surroundings, Gunvolt realized he was in completely unfamiliar territory. He also made another discovery. He could not freely use his septimal powers. Let's hit the city! So it's pretty straightforward, very Mega Man-esque. The big pull for this game is that you get to customize your weapons, and the combo system is based on being close to your enemy when you kill them to get a burst. Oh. Combos are not broken by taking damage, so that's a plus. Go ahead and do a little customization. That's right, can't edit the first one, I forgot. Bullet type dart, can't really change that with him. Change your number of on-screen bullets, trajectory fire, straight, speed. Dousing, that's what we found. And I don't care for Astrosphere. I need to take one more thing out to give me enough time. These are fairly slow anyhow. I'm going to go down to 2 bullets. I should be fine there. Actually, if I got 50 anyhow, I'm going to turn Astrosphere back on. Yes, I would like to equip it now. Okay. Now the dowsing is to just let you know where hidden passages are. I know where a lot of them are, but I don't remember them all, so this is handy to give me a little hint if I've forgotten. See, and there's an extra 50 CP. CP is what you use for customizing your gun. I'm assuming CP is supposed to stand for customized points. Gun type. Let's see what that changed. I'm going to run through these real quick just to get all the new notifications off. Okay, that must have been for curve trajectory. Not super useful. Go back to straight. Just getting these cleared out so in the future I can tell exactly what I've unlocked, because the names they present are not clear as to what they actually do most of the time. Alright, let's see. What's my bullet size? Big enough? I think I can manage that. We take off Astrosphere. There we go. Give me a little bigger bullet, bigger hitbox. Doesn't actually do any more damage though. That's a separate ability that you get later, which in the right combinations, you can do some pretty serious stuff. With Beck, and that's an invincibility. With Beck, you can actually put an unlimited amount of points into your charge shot, so you could have some really broken builds with him. But this takes a lot of time in the menus. It doesn't make for a good show. Let's see what this was. Extended duration, not useful for a straight shot like we use them currently, and probably will not be useful in a Gunvolt run at all. It's very useful with some of the Beck configurations you can come up with, because he can actually change his bullet types and they will behave differently, and a lot of times they'll like bounce around the room or whatever, and so having some extra time on those is very useful. Most straight shots though, they're going to simply end up off screen before the duration's up no matter what. And our first boss is the, I forget what this thing is called. No, I can't even read that, it flashes by so fast. He's basically a wrecker mechaniloid. Kind of reminds me of the Day of Sigma short. Well, it's not really short, it's practically a movie that they released with Maverick Hunter X on the PlayStation Portable. Did not get a burst on him, I don't believe. No. I mean, it would have only upped my combo, and I had a 0 combo going in, so that wasn't terribly useful. Looks like that takes care of that. Can't speak today. Let's see, where to go next. Is that a boy? Nope, it's a robot. Be careful, GV. I've got a bad feeling about this one. Nice to meet you. My name is Beck. I'm a member of a super robot team known as the Mighty Numbers. I'm here to tell you that you're going to have to participate in the Super Mighty Battle Showdown. You're up against my robo-siblings. Should you defeat them, you'll take on the reigning champ, me. See ya! Well, that was an odd introduction. Guess I'm gonna have to play along. S rank. Thanks to this robot boy named Beck, I was forced into becoming a participant in some sort of robot battle tournament. I've heard of martial arts tournaments, but this is the first robot versus human one I've seen. At any rate, it looks like I won't be able to freely use my powers. Ever since we got here, Jewel, the one whose powers my abilities, has not been feeling very well. I need to find a way out of here, ASAP. For now though, it's off to the next stage. Acceptable shield lowers my damage. Probably useful to keep. Now I could play these in some order of their weaknesses, but frankly the weaknesses do not make a whole lot of difference in my experience, so I'm not gonna take the time to go into individual ones. It's not worth it, in my opinion. Not currently anyhow. Especially not with his abilities. His abilities are not nearly as customizable as Beck. Varied. Not sure the word I'd want to use. The first time I played this, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, why am I in the water in a fire level? And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Ooh, that was close. I'm just running this time. Alright, get us some candy. Yeah, the food items that I've been picking up, I hadn't mentioned those. The food items actually let you restore health. Eventually, there's actually an ability that lets you restore health automatically if you get low. It's called auto consumption. I've never personally actually used it. By the time I found it, I was to the point where I didn't really need it anymore because I had so many things that would up my defense, or there's even some things that turn off the automatic death on spikes. Instead, you take damage. Let's see what that was. Let's see if I even want to use it. Charge shot. I didn't think he had a charge shot. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I just didn't find it in my first run. That would make more sense. That could be useful later, so we'll look into that. I think I'd rather just play Gunvolt in his typical style though. Sans charge shot. I really just wish he had his septimal powers so that I could hover and do area of effect damage and things like that. It really changes his playstyle. That, not being able to dash or wall jump. It's very old school Mega Man style, which is fine, but X is really my jam. So you can bet I'll be playing Gunvolt 2 when it comes to Switch. I think that comes out at the end of August. Oh, that's the wrong button. Bullet dissipation, diffuse. Okay, that was a sticker. That's something that you only collect once, so I don't have to do that. Oh, come on. See, this is a thing that I cannot get to currently. I'll need some mobility upgrade that I could get that would help me get up there. I don't even recall if it's worth coming back for, though. Wait a second. No, it's just a 50 CP. That's not... Yeah, that's not... I can pass up on that. That's not a big deal. Oh, mighty number 1, I believe. What is he? Pyron. Probably should have waited to do him just for the sheer fact that he is such a pain to fight. Wait till I had some defensive upgrades. Whoa. Should let me change some things. I've got more points now. I need more bullets. I'm running out. I got 30 points. That ain't enough to do anything. Whoa, forgot he did that. Twice in a row. Well, this is part of Mega Man games. You might be wondering why I'm shooting at the wall. Those fireballs come out of there. You can actually hit them and stop them. Ah, bad timing on that. Will actually protect me at least. Let me eat some food just to give me some help. Ah! Should have used the other health items. I thought I'd be okay. Made a couple of scripts though. Oh, it's got a recharge. I didn't even realize that. I didn't use it enough in my first playthrough. Alright, come on. I think we just about got him. Ooh, gotta watch the back, almost got hit. There we go. One down, 7 to go. Yeah, I'm gonna do bad. Hey, I'm surprised. Figured I was gonna get at least a B. Elements are not very useful, so we'll skip that. We'll do some customization since I've got points now. Let's see. Less damage will be useful in the long run. Always hit the wrong button there. Waterworks, another one of my lesser favorites, which is funny considering they show up first in the list if you just go in order. I'm curious as to why they went with more Mighty Number 9. It's like almost entirely Mighty Number 9. Versus a mixture like Gunvolt, the first Mighty Gunvolt was. Come on. Ah, I lost my combo. Oh well. Alright, this I have to be careful with. Alright. Not worth it. Now there are multiple paths you can take up above. There's a wall you can shoot through here on the right, or you can take the stairs or the ladder up to the left there. Yeah, not easy to get over here. It's not difficult per se, it's just tedious. But it gives you this nice little shortcut. And there's a little secret up here. I'm not even sure what it is, to be honest. The only problem is you do actually skip a chunk of the level and some potential things you could get, but you do have a much shorter and ultimately easier, if a bit tedious, path. Ooh. Ice physics. Boss corridor. It's a climb instead of just your typical hallway. Cryonis. Shield is annoying. Ah. What? Jump on top of me, dude. This is actually a good state for him to be in with just one ice crystal. Ah! Jinxed it. Come on. Kinda regret not grabbing that watermelon now. Nope. Ah, come on, I almost had you. Oh, right in the face. It's 2 down. I may make another run through here after I've got to the final gauntlet of levels to grab some things, since there's a large swath of that level I actually skipped. Depends on what my loadout looks like by the time we get to the end. Let's see. I could up my shield a little more. Oops. Pretty much would make me invincible. I could play it a little harder, but we don't want to sit here and watch me die repeatedly. I'll say this, the music for this game's on point. Take a left. Honestly, don't remember what the difference was. Whoa. Oh, robot ninjas. Grab me some grapes. There's a little secret over here. What do we grab? Trajectory. A crawler. I made some, made a few charge shots, actually some regular shots also with Beck that utilize the crawler, electrical themed, just to make it interesting. Yeah, I made all of my elemental weapons in my Beck build very, very reminiscent of some traditional Mega Man abilities. I'll tell you, you can create a shield as one of your fire types, and the right combination of a shield, it's practically an easy button. I got a little power up. You can't hardly see it because of the shader they've got going on here, but I've got a little shield around me. It indicates that anything I kill will go towards my burst combo regardless of proximity. But at the same time, you really have no reason not to just get up in their face. Especially with me having 25% damage right now. I'm not sure what those things are supposed to be, but if they die under certain circumstances, they actually become this puddle of almost looks like blood. And if you step on it, it becomes a giant spike. So it's an odd thing. I'm sure there's some precedent in one of the two games for that, or perhaps maybe some Japanese culture thing I'm not familiar with. Oh, get the candy. More candy. Gunvolt's getting a sweet tooth. Another slightly odd boss entrance. Oh. I really wish I had a directional customization right now. Oh, forgot about our little dash attack there. I mean, really, that shouldn't hurt her at all. She's an electrical robot. I've done lost counts at 3. Ooh, S rank. Method of fire. Spread shot. Sounds good. It's not really, because basically what it does is it spreads your damage out amongst all those shots. So yeah, you've got a good spread, but you're not doing as much damage. It's useful if you're shooting somebody point blank. Also useful for things that are out of your reach. And since I don't currently have a better option, I am going to use it. But it's not going to be something I keep long term. We haven't not got a speed upgrade yet. We have a duration upgrade, but that's not useful. Do have some diffusion. Too many points for that. I guess we'll just up our bullet size to max. Could go with a charge shot, but that requires a lot of extra customization, and really I've found that a non-charge shot build is almost better in a lot of situations. Oh yeah, that's the other small caveat with the spread shot. You don't lose your ability to rapid fire because all 3 bullets show up on the screen at once. Therefore, you can't fire until they all dissipate. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Woo. Get some hearts. And we got a crusher room, of course. If I had the missiles at this point, I could blast through some of these rocks. As it stands, not really an issue. Alright, let's see what that ability was. Piercing. Definitely want this. Do we want it to pierce enemies or terrain or both? Don't have nearly enough points for both. We'll do enemies for now. And remove spread shot. And shrink our bullet size back down. And that puts us in the perfect range. Could we still use? Got curve shot, it's not useful because it curves upward. Speed, still not an issue. Method of fire, that's what we were looking at. Can still do spread shot, so I think we will actually stick with the spread shot for now because we need something to give us some altitude. But as soon as I get where I can aim, that will change. Oh. Now, of course, you cannot range just free range, but you can get in different angle degrees, each of which costs a few more points to use. At most, you can go up to a 45-degree angle, at which point it's very base-like from the Mega Man games. And that's not good. Come on. There we go. Oh, please do not do this to me. Alright, let's run. Yep, do not hang around for that. The ceiling collapses. Alright, Seismic, let's go for it. Alright, we're gonna have to do quick customization because having piercing on with spread is definitely not a good choice. Especially not for a boss battle. Yeah, come here, I'm gonna shove my gun right in your big old fat jaw. Okay, good, I picked the right side. I never can remember which side's the side to be on. Not that side. Just sit there and pound on them. See, this is why I don't see any point in using the weaknesses. Once you've got beyond a certain level, and especially once you've got some defensive upgrades, the bosses can be challenging. They're not if you know what you're doing and how to avoid most of their attacks. Again, that's where having the extra defensive abilities comes in, because then you can just sit through it. I'm actually going to go with penetrating power through the terrain more so than the enemies, now that I've got the extra CP for it. Duration. This might be useful with the spread shot, since the angle could be enough that they would stay on screen longer than a second and a half. But basically, this is going to be between every level. I'll do a little bit of customization, and maybe in a level when I pick something up to see if I want to use it or not. I assume once I get to a point, though, I won't even want to do that, because I'll be comfortable with what I've got. Some candy up, or not some candy, some watermelon up there. Do a little landscape hazard damage there. Now this is a section I could really stand to have a little extra mobility, but that is something you unlock later. And for Gunvolt here, you get a second jump. With Beck, you get an air dash, and specifically an air dash. You cannot dash on the ground, which annoys me to no end. Okay, just barely made that one. Let's see what that was. Trajectory option. Homing. Very expensive. And also not as useful as you would think. The homing on it is not exactly great. It can be, but as you can see with some of these prices, I mean, you're talking 500 points for that, 1,000 points for that, and that's what you really need. And then of course there's some more options you can get for this later as well that cost a lot of money, or not money, but CP as well. And so again, not really worth the investment unless it's a charge shot, because with charge shots, max it out, because it doesn't matter if you can actually equip them, because you're only using them as a charge shot, so they're actually being stored to something else. And I missed a secret there because I got knocked off. It's okay. Now, the penalty that you do pay, of course, you do have to use more CP based on your charge shot. So when you build these outrageous charge shots, it is going to cost you more CP to equip them to your base shot, but in most cases that's a compromise. It's well worth it, because you can, like I say, you can make the charge shots infinite. I mean, these can have double, triple damage. You can have homing. You can have all these little strictly offensive perks, and you can make some beastly Beck builds. Oh well, now I found out Gunvolt too. I must have just missed that in my Gunvolt run. I don't know how. But with a charge shot, you can basically break the system. As a matter of fact, I actually did break the game with a combination of shield and diffusion. I did an 8-way diffusion on a shield, and one particular boss, if I beat it with that, it would actually crash the game, and I would have to go back to the switch menu and the works. So don't do that. It's very useful, but just make sure you turn it off when you get to the boss, because it will break it. I don't remember which level it is off the top of my head. It's one of the later ones. I think it's subspace. And yeah, I knew he's gonna drop on my head. So, any creates, you're out there, you see this. I'm not sure what's happening there. It's not a simple bug. I completely understand object overload, which is likely the culprit behind that. Probably had an overflowing memory somewhere because too many objects on the screen at once. But just so you know, it's there. If you happen to see this, if you don't, let any creates know. Maybe they'll fix it in a patch. I don't believe they've made a second release of this, so I don't assume it's been fixed. I did get a notification for an update to some game on my Switch earlier this morning, but I accidentally shut it off before I saw what it was. I'm fairly certain it was for Mario Kart. I believe they put out a patch for Mario Kart 8 to 1.2 today. Makes us what, halfway there? 9:45. I might can finish this in one go. I kind of want to, that way I'm able to start Cave Story next week. I know I won't be able to finish Cave Story in a single run. It's an old school simple style game, but it is still, it's a tough one, especially down there towards the end. Let's see, I can go back to large bullets. Still got my penetration, spread shot, nothing else updated, so save, get out of here, and head to the radio tower. I like the music in these games. I'll give them that. I mean, don't get me wrong, this game is this game's superb, especially compared to Mighty Number 9, which is not, in my opinion, quite as bad as people say, but it's definitely not of the same caliber. It's not yet nearly the top. Oh, here we go, aerial actions. It's expensive, so I'm just going to go with the one extra jump, lower the bullet size, and that gets us in to the frame we need. Alright, so now I've got a second jump, a nice little save, but also a nice way to get ahead and make a few minor skips. If you could get a couple more, you could do some major skips, but I'll need more CP before I can do that. That's just a sticker. I don't even need to go down there. At least I got some health out of it, though. These are some of the sections I don't enjoy quite as much. These little auto scrollers. Some of them are vertical, some of them are horizontal. The vertical ones are bad, but the horizontal ones are worse because if you fall, most of the time they are instant deaths, and that means you've got to go back even farther. If you fall in a vertical one, oh, see what I tell you. If you fall in a vertical one, you got to go back to the bottom, and it feels exact same thing. Why did I do that? All right, don't jump this time. Alright, he shot. Now I can go after him. But it almost feels longer to do it in a vertical section because you have to do the exact same thing. You fail, you watched as you fail. Wave. Useful for getting a wide range because it's basically oscillates at your height, so it basically you can make it a wide beam basically. Might actually be beneficial to do that instead of the spread shot. Actually, it would only save me 50 though. See what kind of options I can do. Amplitude, can't adjust that yet. Can't adjust either of them. Yeah, I probably want to stick with the shotgun for now then. Oh, crud. Yeah, I really wish they'd put the Mega Man collections on Switch. I'm not sure why they haven't. Or for that, I always forget he sends that lightning out. But also, for that matter, the Disney Afternoon collection, that would be cool too. The only one I actually played was... I take it back, I haven't actually played any of them. I played the DuckTales remaster. Which was good, don't get me wrong, but... Actually, the story behind me playing DuckTales Remastered is actually a very memorable one. It was, apparently I don't need to talk while I'm doing this section. But, I remember we were trying to potty train my youngest. And the method that we used was basically just to take the kid, take his drawers off, and let him run around naked. And before long, he figures out what's going on when he gets the urges, because he can actually see versus wearing a diaper. And after about after about a day, he's figuring it out. By day 3, he's got it, and we've done that with both of our kids that were old enough to potty train so far, and it's worked really well. But anyhow, so we were doing that when I was playing this game, and we had to cordon off somewhere where there was obviously no carpet. And so we had brought the TV in there, and I had the Wii U hooked up, and me and him sitting there. He's sitting next to me, butt naked, while I'm here playing DuckTales. We just sit there having a good time together. It was funny. I'm sure he'll probably appreciate that this is on the internet in, you know, 5 or 10 years when he's older. Be like, Dad, why did you talk about that on the internet? And everybody will know forever. I hate when he does that. Yeah, this guy, he's not like, I wouldn't call him a difficult boss battle. Oh, he's definitely annoying, especially when he hits his little camera in your face. Oh, I wonder, can I kill my duplicate? I don't know. There we go. Did I get a burst out of it? Not that it really matters. I did. A rank. More CP. We'll head to the highway. Want to top out this time. I've got roughly 700 to work with. 750. Oh, just too many. We'll stick with the terrain piercing, and fusion's too much. Go back to dissipate. Oh, I bet I can raise my bullet size. Yeah, there we go. Still got another 300 I could use. Could I throw in another one of these? Oh, that would be 4. Oh, but if I lower my bullet size back down. Still got some extras. I think I'm just going to stick with that for now. Let's hit the highway. I will say, this is another one of my less than favorite bosses. Again, it's not quite as bad as Pyrogen and Cryosphere, but he's just got a lot of invincibility aspects, which is the same reason I don't like Pyrosphere for that matter. Health up. I think I've noticed most of the secrets with the stickers, which means I don't get anything on subsequent playthroughs, they at least have a health in the same room. So I think they at least had the, you know, the forethought to do that for me. Oh, just skip that all together. A hamburger, some bananas, in case I run into Rabid Kong or anything out here.
Okay. Gotta be careful with these. This one's another sticker room, but it doesn't have health. There goes that theory. Let's customize since I grabbed some stuff. Let's see what we got. Attack power. Here we go. Up the attack power, but we've got to do something else to compensate a little. Oh, more than a little. I need to go down a whole 1,000 points. Piercing. I want to keep the piercing though. We may just have to hold out on that. I can pull some from here, but I really need the aerial action to keep me alive, and attack power has not been a big concern yet, so we'll just stick with what we have. A couple more CP upgrades, and I should be able to equip that just fine though. Procyon. See, the names, they do nothing to tell you what they actually do. Oh. Increases my speed. This will actually be beneficial because with the penetration and the spreader, it's taking me a lot longer to be able to fire. So that should help. Combo. See if I can make it 25. Come on, Brandish. Ooh, I might have to try and bait him into doing that more often. That was actually very, very beneficial. In case you missed what I was talking about, he threw his first blade away from me and his second one towards me, just like that. The first blade always comes back on the ground. The second will always pop up there at the last second. And so if you can get him to throw the first one away from you, then you don't even have to worry about that one on the return trip. You can just sit there and keep wailing on him. So you had to jump the first, and the second one come over top. Oh, didn't do it that time. Did we get the burst? Did we make 25 combo? We did! Let's see, I'm trying to think. What mighty numbers do we have left? I know we've got... Ooh, we know we've got sniper. I think that's it. I completed a challenge. I'm clear.ous. Let's see what that was. It had to have been beat the level under a certain condition. Clear the stage under a certain condition. Oh, it doesn't say what it was. Oh no, I wish I knew. Oh well, that was an accident. Happy little accident. To borrow Bob Ross's favorite phrase. Alright, we're gonna do it this time. Up to 1.5 attack power, and I can drop 1 jump. I don't really need 2. I don't no, I'm gonna need to drop 600. I could drop the piercing. I think that's probably better for me in the long run. I don't think the piercing's gonna do me a whole lot of good. Once I beat this level, I'll be able to re-equip it, I think, anyhow. I'll have enough CP. I went back to the highway. Why did I do that? I picked the wrong option. Come on, let's get back to the menu. Okay, Capitol building. There we go. Now they tried to sort of take the original idea of this level from Mighty Number 9 and make it work a little differently. You gotta go to different areas, but it's not this circle basically that the original was. They're each unique paths, but it's to try and make a level that's not strictly speaking linear. The original kind of was. It was just, like I say, a loop. But, you know, not my favorite level from Mighty Number 9, because it could have used a save point at each checkpoint process of the stage. But hey, at least they tried something a little different. It's just a little minor thing that they overlooked. Alright, just 2 more to go. Now this is interesting, and this is actually a very good use case for the crawler. It will actually very easily show you which of these are real and which are not, because you can just send it out and hey, it'll crawl along the wall and go exactly where the walls are at. Trajectory. Reflect. This is useful with certain abilities as well. In general, the reflection is kind of limited. I mean, if you can get several reflections out of it, that's good. But it reflects at a 45-degree angle and upward. So most of the time it doesn't end up, you know, bouncing around in a particular area like you would like. It usually ends up basically just coming right back to you. But also going over your target many times as well. Alright, let's see. How do I get to this thing? I don't even remember. Okay, drop here. There we go. Alright, last room. Oh, throwing bombs down a ladder. Oh, it's down here. Forgot. Oh, whew, that was tight. Voltic chains. How much does this one cost? 500. Probably something I want to use later. It's definitely more useful than the Astrosphere, because it's a full screen damage. About the only time I'd end up using it anyhow is a boss, so you don't really have multiple targets, but it makes it where you don't have to be so precise in hitting. It is expensive though. It takes all 3 of your skill slots, so it's a one use on a boss and that's it. And it doesn't do tons of damage, so in a way Astrosphere almost is better. It's just I hate the way it works. It's a shield, it does relatively little damage. I'd rather just use the Voltic Chains, does more in one shot, and be done with it. I cut that one close. Ah, invisible platforms. Gotta love them. Again, this is another good place for the crawlers. I'm actually tempted to just go ahead and make a crawler one specifically to just find these paths. I'm not going to worry about keeping my... I can make it up there from over here. There we go. Gotta be smart. Use that gun for something besides killing. Alright, here's a guy. He is probably the least difficult, but most tedious. And that's usually why I have problems with him. It's not because I can't dodge his attacks. It's because I'm too bored to dodge his attacks. Now here's a little trick. Which one of these is real? Oh, that one. And this is a really cheesy gimmick that, I mean, it doesn't really obstruct your view all that much, and that's all it's intended to do. The real problem is those ricocheting bullets he starts shooting. Ah, he got away. He just goes up on the ceiling way too much for my liking. He's completely out of reach up there. I mean, not completely. There are options. Once you've got the aiming ability, definitely helpful. And I'm already approaching the end series of levels, so I don't recall if maybe I've missed it or it's in one of the end pieces. I managed to defeat the 8 mighty numbers. Excuse me. Jewel thinks that those guys had some kind of septimal power, but she isn't completely certain. There should be no way that robots could possess septimal powers, though. What in the world is going on here? Without any warning, snow began to fall from the sky. But the problem was, it wasn't even the slightest bit cold. I touched some and realized that it wasn't snow at all, but rather little paint localization issue. Little paint chips that looked like they peeled off a wall. I looked up and I saw that the faux snow came from a fissure in the virtual space around me. I felt the presence of a strong septimal power on the other side of it. I was weary of what I might find, but I had to check it out. All this time I'm having to input to go or not go, and suddenly you're going to take that away from me. I completed another challenge. I still don't know what it was. Let's see. Item effectiveness up. Not useful. Crash bolt. I don't remember what that is. Cluster shot. Anyhow. Customize. We got roughly, what, 500 points to spend. So that would be enough for Voltic Chains. Aerial action, one aerial action. Can't add another. I've only got like 100 I can use. I don't think any of them's worth it. Begin the stage. into cyberspace, or whatever this is. That was kind of close. Now I gotta sit here and wait. I could probably double jump in there, but I'm not risking it. Alright, here is another choice. I can go left or... See, that's what I meant about the vertical ones. They'll drop you back down. I can either go left or I can go right. If I go right, I don't remember what I get. If I go left, I get something different. But they do actually have... Seriously? They do have different hidden items. I want to say that crash bolt I checked from the menu is to the left. So I'm going to go that way because I think that is something unique to Gunvolt, because I hit my head because I don't remember having that when I played through with Beck last time, and I know I didn't go that way with Gunvolt at all, because my first playthrough with Gunvolt and I just got through it. I didn't go back and collect everything. Now with Beck, I didn't end up going back and collecting everything. Good thing I got damage protection up. You guys are hitting hard. Oh crap, I forgot those platforms. Okay. Bust in here. See what that customization was. Method of fire. Cluster shot. I don't even remember what this one does. Oh, that's a true wide beam. Spread shot's still more useful for us in our context. The wider range, that's probably better. Because we need something that we can shoot in an upward direction for some of the boss fights. Again, having just being able to aim is even better, but I do not recall where that comes from, so let's take a second. But yeah, actually, combo I really like is to use the aim and full auto ability, and it really is just like base for Mega Man and base. Alright, now this is a very annoying side-scroller thing, because those things explode if you shoot them. And part of me wants to say just leave them alone, but then you've got other stuff that comes later that you kind of have to shoot. Just dodge, just dodge. There we go. It's been a while since I played the original Gunvolt. Are these guys supposed to be Sumeragi guys? Hey, it's Beck. Found you, Beck. Gunvolt? You're a GM. Why are you causing all this trouble? GM? Trouble? What are you talking about? Nothing else I can do. Give me your GM powers. My name's not GM. It's GV. GV. Gunvolt. Not Gunmolt. Voltic chains. See, Voltic chains didn't even do that much. Okay, boys, it's time to stop. Lols, thanks for roughing each other up, though. I had a front row seat for the whole bout. Hashtag VIP section. No way, it can't be. Tesso? This guy is the infamous Tessio. He's a member of Eden, a group of super powerful adepts from all over the world. His power allows him to mess with reality. This feels a lot like our last meeting. Wait a sec. All of this chaos and constant fighting, it was all part of his devious little scheme. Got tons of new vids to upload now. Ain't got no time for you jokers. These are gonna be epic. Since Beck and I were both left behind, we started talking about everything that happened so far. Seems like this whole thing was developed by the professor who created Beck to be used as a training simulator. That is a long sentence that kind of gets confusing. He's trying to find a way out of here too, just like me. I'm really sorry for attacking you. Would you be willing to work together with me so we can get back to the real world? I held out my right hand and gave a firm nod. Together, we'll take down Tessio's twisted world. With that agreed on, we forged a partnership. Only a C rank. Boo. I don't need item effectiveness. Let's take a quick look here. Galvanic patch, kinda useful, not super useful. Shot stopper, not back resistance. Okay, I'm missing one somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here. Full auto. Ooh. I may have to go back and get that one. Insta death resistance. Not super useful. 5 bullet option. Explosion, loose caliber. Actually, I like loose caliber. Not missing anything super major at this point, so I think we'll be okay. Oh, we can do a piercing again. It's only enemies for now, but a little bit more and we'll be able to do the field again, which is the more important one. There is a CP over on the other side, but not really worth it to me. I forgot what this was. Shot stopper. That is useful for very, very specific types. I find it useful for a particular variety of shield that I had with a dissipate on it. It allows you to basically explode your shield at command. I did end up dropping it from a particular build though because it was just 2-point intensive and I wanted other things in there instead. Oh, that was over there. I was wrong. what did we get? And is it worth switching for? Knockback resistance. Definite yes. We'll turn off whatever I turned on before. Yeah. Piercing. Get out of here. Now, Gunvolt just stands there and takes it like a hoss. Gotta do my little shimmy. Shimmy! Shimmy like you like the pins on it, Gunvolt. Oh, no, no, no. Ah, now I gotta wait another cycle. Oh, that was risky. CP. Ah, I lost my combo. Oh, get out of here for an instant die. Okay. I could have made that. Didn't want to risk it though, so we'll wait. One cycle's not going to kill us. Ow. Oh yeah, this is the boss that my little dissipation shield actually breaks the game. When we're done here, I may actually come back in that file with that build just to show you how it happens. Knowing my luck, it'll not happen this time. I did it twice back to back just to be sure that that was what did it. And it did, but knowing my luck, third time it'll work just fine. Ah. Oh Lord, I don't even think I made it to this phase before. I've usually killed him by now. I think I had a full auto last time I played with Gunvolt by this point. I must have missed it this time. I got charge shot instead of full auto. I think I'd rather have the full auto. There we go. Actually, I very much want full auto by the time I get to stationary firing. That's beneficial because it gives you more points. Pervasion. Oh yeah, that makes you last. That's, yeah, okay, I remember what that one is. I still didn't get the Crash Bolt. What does Crash Bolt do then? I don't even remember. Huh. I'm confused. Anyhow, let's see. Full auto. We'll go back in here and try and get the full auto out of here. Let's see. Turn on piercing. Too much. We don't want that at all, so if it's not going to work, we're not going to use it. We'll do large bullet size. remember where this would even be at. I'm trying to remember, was there a fork in this level? Oh, went too fast. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, these treadmills are so fast. Oh, no, I remember what it was. I felt the dowsing go off as I was falling down, and I couldn't get back. I remember now. It's another room or two. Did that say 9 on both of those burst combos? Oh, conveyor came back on. Alright, here's full auto. So let's definitely turn that on. I think all we can afford for now is 3 shots a second. But that's still very fast, especially with 1.5 damage. What was I going to turn on? Bullet size. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Now, if only I could aim, then it would be perfect. So I don't even need to do that. Just get out of here. Alright, now we get to stand here and rapid fire assault gun, or a shotgun this guy in the face. Full auto shotgun. That's nice. Oh, it just won't reach. Get out from there. Oh, come on. If you're really fast, you can get him without him doing his special, but one time. You gotta have some really late game setups though for that. I've got one full auto set up with Beck that's just beast mode. Sad part is I didn't even set it up until the final boss. Because I'd been using his really overpowered charge shots up until that point. Which, don't get me wrong, they were good, especially my crystal shield. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this because this is a permanent thing versus temporary. Let's see, what was this? Crash bolt, not galvanic patch. I already cleared that one. Stationary firing, pervasion, rapid fire limitation. I'm beginning to think that directional aiming may not be something that he can do. Okay, if I increase it by another 500, I get that. Full auto at 6. Volcanic chains is not really doing much for me. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't care if I don't have directional aiming. When I go to the final level, I'm still putting in single shot because shotgun is not going to cut it. And yes, that's what's a secret. It looks like you're gonna die. What was this? I already forgot. Nope. Stationary fire. Yeah, this one gives you a benefit. It's minus 150. It's one of a couple sets of items that allow you to actually increase your CP instead of decrease. I might actually use that for a final boss build, because there's a point in the final boss where you basically just want to sit there and wail on him as fast as possible. So I'll probably put in just as rapid as I can and ramp up as much damage as I can and just completely full auto it. This is so distorted. Whee! Yeah, this electromagnet thing, whatever this is, it actually, you go up when you shoot. So when you've got full auto, you can start to go really, really fast. Like really way too fast for some of these sections. Alright, a little more CP. Oh, yeah, here we go. I knew there was something that made this section easier, because it wants to just blast you right onto them spikes. And it never fails. If I don't have this invincibility, I'm gonna end up in those spikes. Which I'm sure is why they put it there. Alright, another crushing room, this time from the bottom. Except they're not truly crushing you, it's actually this big drill. That is an instant KO, so it's also not typical crushing in the sense that it's just going to push you along. Let's see, customize. Rapid fire limitation. Again, this is another one that gives you CP. It's useful if you're using something that has, if you're going with a low shot combo. I've done that before, made things that were super powerful, but only one could be on screen at a time anyhow. At that point, you don't have rapid fire capabilities anyhow, So might as well get some CP out of it by just saying okay and limiting yourself. It kind of hurts you if your bullets don't penetrate, because then you can't just sit in their face and mash. Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually switch to a straight shot here. Actually, I can tweak some stuff now that I went to a straight shot, and I'm gonna have to do this anyhow. So let's go full auto. Can we make it up? Nope, can't make it that high. Can we raise the attack power? Lord, no. We can raise our bullet size back up though. And we do. Nope. Okay. Bullets on screen. I did not get that one, I don't guess. Alright. Oh, I forgot I got a double jump. I can actually reach him, just barely. Okay, believe it or not, this form is actually better, despite it looking absolutely horrific. Of course, granted, I've got very heavy defensive upgrades right now. Oh, there we go. Alright, I think 2 more levels, maybe just 1. I can't remember if the boss rush is included in the final level. I can tell you as soon as I see it though. Pervasion, not useful. Yep, this is it. Okay. That's the last level. Was there anything I want to try and get? Oops, nope. Let's see. Bullet explosion. Lucid caliber. Maybe. 5 bullets on screen. No, I won't need that. Insta-death resistance, also not a big issue at this point. Crash bolt. No. Oh, I remember what Crash Bolt does. It's like a lightning strike from above. Okay, yeah, I remember. That's not useful at all. I guess that's it then. Let's see. We've got more CP, so is there anything we can do here? Can we get... It's like a minus 300 for something. Yeah, nothing that I want to remove it. Yeah, well, I'll do that. Yeah, okay. I can live with that. Alright, here we go. Last stage. Boss rush. This should be a little easier now that we've got some extra firepower and defense. Of course, this makes the 3rd time I've fought Battalion here. Alright, gotta go through the cycle. I will say one thing, I don't care much for the air dashes, but they make dodging that much easier than the double jump. Hurry, the ninjas are coming to stab me in the back. Onward. This is really saving my thumbs instead of having to mash. Burst number 2. Can we do a full 8 burst? Or 9, including the boss, I guess. This is one point where the galvanic patch would actually be kind of useful. I can use the food, but the food actually gives you more points when it comes to calculating your score at the end. Which, I mean, let's face it, it's a score. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, nope, nope. Yeah, I'm gonna use the food. Just as a precaution. Not like I don't have, you know, 5 more after this anyhow. No burst. I'll take that over dying though. Go over here and get the secret stuff. Food stash. Of course, Tessio's got a food stash. Alright, let's go. Please don't get that camera in my face. That's all I'm asking. And playback. Can I kill him? Oh, I can kill him. Ooh, that was close. Oh, got him on a dive. Grapes. I'm just going to go ahead and food up here a little. Give me a couple of 10 health ones. Hit Dynatron hard. She mad. See, I told you these rapid fire setups, man, they are overkill. Still not as overkill as my shield, which looks like we're on schedule to show. Ow. He's bringing down whole helicopters on us. Bam. It's funny, I'm watching the feed over here to the side every now and then, and I'm a whole boss battle behind on that. It's where I am in reality. I don't know if the stream's just that far behind or if I'm just that getting through them that quickly. I hadn't been timing. Should be roughly a 30-second delay, so surely I'm not finishing these things in 30 seconds or less. I got a timer down there though, so I should look. Pay attention. Okay, we're saying 5:47 at the end of that battle. We'll see what it says at the end of the next battle. It should be what? 5:17 or 6:17? Of course, that's not gonna happen with this guy. Oh, not customized. And now we take a shot to the face and just keep trucking. That was almost a full minute behind. Of course, the feed is a little closer to me this time than last. Tessio. Oh, it's GV and his tiny GF. Welcome to Die, lols. You're on Mr. Tessio's wild ride now, kids. Shut your pie hole. GV's gonna give you the beatdown of a lifetime. Tessio, stop this nonsense and send us back to the real world. Why you not like the Warudo here? Oh, but this idea I have though. How about battling against you? Get thanks, bye. What is this now? Oversurge, Azure Striker. Obliterate my enemies. Don't give me that hand if you're just gonna stand there. Oh wow, you beat my copy-paste monster. You're a wizard, GV. That thing was total weak sauce, though. It's over, Tessio. I'm gonna finish this. Live stream starts in 1 minute. The viewers are gonna come flooding in once we're live. Let's take care of this troll once and for all. Boom! Here come the comments. Oh yeah! Tessio presents the hottest new Let's Play on the internet. Beating you live is gonna be lit, fam. Hey, Beck, what's up? Oh. Tessio version 2.0. Oh, come on. Oh, I botched that one. Alright, let's try not to get hit in the head this time. There we go. Now, I had a build on one of the others where I had, like, pretty much max CP. And I had, I want to say, 4 times damage and auto fire at maximum rate. Yeah, now I wiped the floor with him at that point. I'm pretty sure I one-cycled him, actually. Great job, GV. Tessio's power is weakening. You celebrate too soon, and that's no good. You see, I didn't like how things were going here, so I fixed it. Basically, I just restored this world to its factory settings, lols. Factory settings? That means that we're gonna be lost forever in the VR world. A winner is Tessio. Smell you later, losers. And now for the very odd credit sequence. Whee! I'm not sure what point there is to grab these things. I've never not grabbed them all. Maybe if you don't grab them all, you get a different ending. I'm a completionist though, I have to grab them. To be fair, these are pretty short credits regardless. 1,000 points! Whee! As the world around them began to unravel, Jewel began to feel her powers returning to her. She cared for Gunvolt more than anyone else. That's why she knew exactly what she needed to do. She dove into the hellish abyss to save Gunvolt from the horrible fate that awaited him. As she joined hands with Gunvolt, she was able to help him regain his powers as well. Gunvolt, Oversurge as our striker! Release us from this prison of zeros and ones! Unharmed and back to normal, Gunvolt was making his way back home. Jewel was especially chipper, humming a tune as she made her way home with Gunvolt. She was happy as could be about finally getting to hold hands with Gunvolt. In the real world, her spirit resides within Gunvolt, so it could never happen there. Gunvolt looked toward the sky and made a wish. He hoped that one day, Jewel would finally be able to experience what it would feel like to hold hands. I think that's what it said. I don't know why it cut you off at the end. We'll take CP or sticker. I guess I'd take the sticker. Alright, that's it. That is Mighty Gunvolt Burst as Gunvolt. We may revisit as Beck. Probably not in the near future because it's pretty much exactly the same as Gunvolt. But just to show you what I had that actually broke things, let me pull up the level. It is subspace, I believe. Yeah. Customize. Actually, no, I'll just show you. I was going to show you the machine gun version that I had, but that's pretty much what I was using at the end there with Gunvolt. So we'll show you the shield, and you can see the basic attack. I'm about 2,000 GP short of what could be my maximum, but instead I've got this OP thing here. Where I can basically just walk through enemies. The only thing I kind of wish is that I had some aerial options, which I've turned off for some reason, but surely I could add them in. I have definitely got to have some extra. There we go. Do 1, 2, even 3. Why do I not have aerial actions on this when I've got so many points to spare? And as you can see, it explodes. That's neat as well, because that can do a lot of damage when used in a proper time. But even if it doesn't, I mean, it's one last hurrah as the shield wears out. Oh, glad I got the insta-death prevention. Like I said, this has crashed this game twice before, and I fully expect it to crash it again now, but it would be my luck that it doesn't. Doing a little damage abuse there. Now there is one caveat. I realized I used to have Shot Stopper on. Let me switch that on to be sure, because that needs to be the final shot. Let's turn this on. Because that's what ultimately does it, is the high amount of damage from that explosive at the end. Oh, it didn't do it. I knew it wouldn't. I don't know if they fixed it. I didn't get the timing quite right either. I didn't explode it there at the end, so it could have been a timing issue. But either way, that was just a little ability showcase. It was going to be a glitch showcase too, but it didn't fail catastrophically. Who would have thought that would be a bad thing? Well, anyhow, it's been a fun night. Right at 2 hours. That's actually not bad. I was expecting it to probably take 2 hours to finish. I just wasn't sure if I was going to do it over one session tonight or 2 sessions, one tonight and one next week. But I really wanted to be able to get the cave story next week. So, assuming nothing changes, assuming everybody's plans are the same and that I'm able to actually get a hold of cave story between now and next week, that's what we'll start next week, and that probably will be a multi-week series because I don't think I could finish it in 2 hours, and I've still got to be at work in the morning, so I'd really rather not stay up late on the regular. But anyhow, it's been fun with you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. See you.